Monday, everybody, and welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is Monday, February 16th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Runzel with 2 N's and Million.
Hey.
Okay, so it is also President's Day. Not a lot of traffic this morning.
Yeah, which is great. Monday. I'm glad y'all are off the streets.
Loved that. You know what? And I actually just, for a little razzle dazzle, I don't even tell y'all, I just did this. I just looked up who was just the least consequential president. You know what I mean? Just no big wins, no big losses, didn't really do that much. And actually there was somebody who was the president for only 31 days.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, yeah, he was the least consequential. Apparently, he gave an address on March 4th, 1841, his inaugural address. It was very long in cold, wet weather without a coat or a hat. And he developed pneumonia about 3 weeks later.
I heard about that. It passed, right?
Why are you laughing, friend?
Sorry. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
But God, Jane has to suck, bro. You catch pneumonia right after you become a president that has to blow.
Yeah, man.
God, that sucks. Well,
some medical reviews apparently also suggest he might have died from like this typhoid-like fever possibly caused by contaminated White House water because the sanitation in D.C. was very poor at the time. But regardless, he went down.
Who was the president? What number was
yes,
What
his
number
name
was he?
was William Henry Harrison.
William Henry. Does that count as being a president, though?
31 days, my friend. You can't take that from him.
Yeah,
you will not take that away from him.
So what number? What did they say? What number he was?
What number?
I would like to know that.
President.
Because I've never heard of this man before a day in my life.
Fact. He was the 9th president of the United States.
Okay, 9th. That's why. I don't think I know anybody past like Abraham. No,
you don't know.
Abraham was after the 10th.
Washington. That's like my latest. The last person I know is Washington.
George Washington.
The first?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, the first president. Yeah.
Golly,
we gotta
bro.
move on.
Oh my God.
You can't embarrass us like this
sad.
on Black History Month.
Hey, man.
Because it still is Black History Month. So here is Rondell with 2 N's with your 1 minute of Black excellence.
I don't know if y'all want to hear this after I just said that I don't know. But here it is anyway, 1 minute of Black excellence. In 1955, Marian Anderson became the first Black performer to sing a leading role at the Metropolitan Opera in New York. Years earlier, in 1939, she was denied the chance to sing at the Constitution Hall because of segregation. So she said bet and performed at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to a crowd of 75,000 people. And that is the exact reason why he freed us, because he understood that Black people were the soul of America. All right. Now let that be a lesson. You can shut the door on Black people, but you can't mute Black greatness.
Amen.
And that right there is your 1 minute of Black excellence, baby.
Come on, Melanin.
Yeah, well, okay.
It's hard to get your fist in this.
I can't stand y'all. All right, I can't stand y'all. Can I see
the picture one more time? One more time. This is what I'm talking about. We need to see more figures like this for the rest of the year, for the rest of the month.
Every person I've had up here has been Black.
Nah, for the past 16 for the past half of February has been light skins.
That doesn't make them not Black.
But it's not even like Black light skins. It's like it's debatable. It's like, dang, that don't look like a Black person.
Still does not make them not Black.
Okay, all right, I get you. I want to see more of this.
Colorism is so real on this show. It is
No,
crazy.
It's not.
It's a shame.
It's
not
what you think? You're the same one.
Okay, well, diving into the news, because there's just, once again, a lot going on. At this point, what's happening with the Epstein files is the definition of a cover-up, if you ask me. And it's also getting very petty because apparently on Valentine's Day, the DOJ dropped a long list of names that are in the Epstein files. Surprise. Imagine your name is on that list. You out here trying to enjoy a nice little Valentine's Day.
I know, right?
Gotcha. 6 pages of names. So you had politicians like Donald Trump and his wife Melania and daughter Ivanka, Joe Biden, his wife Jill Biden, and son Hunter Biden, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, George Bush, Marco Rubio, Lindsey Graham, Ron DeSantis, Mike Pence, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Hakeem Jeffries, just to name a few. You had international leaders like deceased Queen Elizabeth. We had Princess Diana, Prince Harry and Philip, Meghan Markle, and Benjamin Netanyahu. You had celebrities like Beyonce and Jay-Z, George Clooney, Mick Jagger, Bill Cosby, Bruce Springsteen, Diana Ross, Marilyn Monroe, Kurt Cobain, and Michael Jackson apparently is in there.
Oh, no.
He also had billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Larry Summers, Rupert Murdoch, and Bill and Melinda Gates. And these are just to name a few. Again, there's 6 pages of names. And of course, Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell's name is in there. And all of that would be insane, except the DOJ document also said that this list includes every single name that appear in the files at least once in any context, even if it's just a press report and totally unrelated to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
I think that's messed up.
No, it's totally messed up.
I think that's messed up.
Because y'all know what we want. What are we doing? You just flooded people with a bunch of names that have nothing to do with this in the same document, and it's names of people who definitely have something to. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty, but like even hearing the names that are associated with this whole entire trial just goes to show like how many people was actually involved in. Why I think we will never actually get to the point to where anybody's gonna have any justice, anybody's gonna serve any time for real, because those are powerful names, y'all.
Oh yeah.
If we arrest everybody in that list, not saying that they was guilty or anything, but if we did, imagine the systems, the entertainment industries, the politics, all these industries are gonna collapse. Like there's barely gonna be an America operating if we arrested everybody almost.
Nah, for sure.
At least if y'all could just look into some of this stuff, because you know what I think is probably even more gross, there might be somebody that I just named even, and certainly on that list, that might have been fighting to stop it or fighting to expose it. They just put a bunch of names in there. So I mean, it's like why are y'all fighting this hard to protect? Who are we protecting here?
Yeah, this has become, y'all ever seen them Netflix shows where it goes on and on and on, and it could have probably ended at the first episode?
Oh yes.
This is it. This could have ended at episode 1. And y'all are taking us through series after series after series after series. It's like, dog, we don't want no more shit. We need one episode. Y'all could have finished this up in one episode. Gave us everything that we needed to know. Boom, we out. We good.
And that's honestly what the Trump administration promised to do. You know what I mean? Like when Trump came on the campaign trail this past election season, he was saying, like, I'm with you. Why are they protecting all these people? Let's burn everybody. You know, he brings on Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, people who were like, you know, the FBI has the files and they're holding it. And they brought all these people in. People were like, okay, so they're really about to get to the bottom of it. Who could have seen this coming? This is a joke. This is a joke.
Yeah. Did y'all think DT like knew he was in the files? Like, why would he make such a promise?
Totally.
Has to be.
Why would he make such a promise knowing he was in this file like over thousands of times?
I figured he knew he was in the files because he was Jeffrey Epstein's good friend. That wasn't even like a secret.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
It's
so
video.
People knew that. There's videos, there's pictures. Like everybody knows this. He was at the man's wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was like, surely you must be campaigning on this because you know you didn't do anything bad with Jeffrey Epstein and you're going to expose the people who did potentially. He says, I cut off all relations with him after I found out he was nasty. Kicked him out my club Mar-a-Lago and wiped my hands free of him. So here we are all these years later. Sure, let's do it. Let's expose everybody. He gets in office and it's, why are we still talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here? There are no files. And it's like, what you guys have been doing everything you possibly can to protect people accused of doing the worst thing you can do.
Dog. They trying to treat us like, you know how, I like to use analogies for everything. You know how they, when you playing with a dog and you fake throw the ball and they run, but you still got the ball behind your back? That's exactly what this is, bro. It's like, hey, y'all, look, and then we run over there and then they still got all the real fouls behind their back. And it's like, oh, they never gonna look at this. Bro, y'all are messed up. At this point, I'm starting to get to the point where I don't care anymore because y'all aren't giving us what we want. And it's just making me more angry by the day to see that we aren't getting the things that we as people want to see. And it ain't really none of our business for real what's in them files, to be totally honest. But we are, I think we as the, you know, Americans, I think we should know what y'all nasty folks have been up to.
I think it's my business because if one of us was accused of doing what they're accused of doing, we'd be under the jail.
For sure.
So why do they just get to pay their way out of it? The DOJ is now claiming that all the files have now been released, and people already just don't believe that, to include our lawmakers. So Republican lawmaker Nancy Mace got on X and literally said, no, they have not all been released, that all of these excuses will not hold up in court for why they haven't released all these files, and that this is not going away until people go to jail. Mind you, the King of England is like opening investigation into his own brother. what are we doing here? You know what I mean? So she also said, as a matter of fact, she said the DOJ claimed no records were withheld or redacted because they were embarrassing or because they would harm somebody's reputation or anything. So explain an FBI email from March 17th last year, 2025, where agents asked for clear and specific guidance on redacting photos showing former U.S. presidents, Secretary of State, and other celebrities. Which one is it? You didn't redact it or you needed guidance on how to? Because it can't be both. So this is like just high-level gaslighting. Democrat lawmaker Ro Khanna got on here on X, and honestly, he's been in public as well and like on the floor saying that he knows how all of this happened. Remember, he went to see the unredacted files and he found like 6 redacted names in 2 hours. And here's what he said happened.
In about 2 hours there, and we learned that 70 to 80% of the files are still redacted. The reality is that Donald Trump's FBI scrubbed these files in March, long before Thomas Massie and I passed the Epstein Transparency Act.
Thank you, Mr.
Now, my bill is clear. The Epstein Transparency Act requires them to unredact those FBI files. And yet the Justice Department said to me and to Congressman Massie, we just uploaded whatever the FBI sent us. And guess what? The FBI sent scrubbed files.
So again, he's claiming 70 to 80% of the files are still redacted because of what the Trump administration allegedly had them do last year, which is go through all the files and redact all these names. So when they had to release it, they released the redacted version of it. And it was like, bro, what are we doing here? So then there was another Republican, Thomas Massie, who's also been pushing for this alongside Ro Khanna. And he straight up put on X a post that said, by the way, I'm not suicidal. I eat healthy food. The brakes on my car and my truck are in good shape. I practice good trigger discipline. I never point a gun at anyone, including myself. There are no deep pools of water on my farm. I'm a pretty good swimmer. Like, if anything happens to me, let it be known right now. This is crazy that we're here.
That's genius. That's genius. Let them know straight up from the get-go. You all good. You all good. If something happens.
Yeah.
If something happens, I'm going to say it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it
You know
on
what
purpose.
I mean? And it's a shame.
You know what I found really interesting though? That Kurt Cobain was in those files, and we just did that story on Kurt Cobain.
I was thinking the same thing.
And I ain't gonna say too much because y'all already did put a strike on our radio. We don't have time, so y'all thinking that we lying. We ain't even state no facts. But all I'm saying is, it's a little weird that all these things will start coming. Bro, it's so weird how 2026 is playing out right now, and all this weird stuff is happening. None of this was on my bingo card for this year at all. So. Hearing all this, I am invested, but at the same time, a little disgusted about how y'all are going about giving us the things that we want as Americans. Because, like Lana said, if this was one of us, we would be under the jail. So,
yeah.
Dirty.
Dirty, real dirty, but we have our eye on it. We also have a few updates actually on Iran. So the U.S. is reportedly preparing for the possibility of a weeks-long operation if Trump orders an attack, meaning they're not thinking this is just going to be we go through, drop some bombs and leave. This could potentially be a weeks-long type of operation here. So when I saw that, I was like, obviously, you know what I mean? They've got like 15,000 troops, the whole armada, out there right now. They've got 2 aircraft carriers that they're planning to have right there on the coast, dang near 500 miles away in the water away from Iran. So, they're clearly planning to do something. You know what I mean? Iran is reportedly ready to consider compromises to reach a nuclear deal. And that is if the U.S. is willing to lift sanctions. Because remember, this all started with the sanctions. The U.S. put the sanctions on Iran. It really hit their struggling economy so hard that their rial, their dollar, collapsed. People started protesting in the streets. Thousands of people died. And after that was all said and done, the U.S. said, great, plan went well. Sanctions went well. It's going exactly the way we wanted it to. Again, after all those people had died, which I thought was crazy. And then the narrative switched from we may attack Iran to help save the protesters to we may attack Iran to come to a nuclear deal. So that's where we are right now. And here is what the circumstance is. Iranian officials say they would be willing to potentially dilute there's 60% enriched uranium. Remember, if you enrich uranium to a certain point, it can become a nuclear weapon. It's not there yet, but it's a lot of the way. I think it's like 90%, and it's at 60% right now. The U.S. wants Iran to have it at 0%, no enrichment, and they basically say, as Iranians, that that's not on the table at all. We're not just going to have 0% no enrichment of uranium here. They feel like they have the right to have a civilian nuclear program and enrich uranium to low levels for things like energy and just medical uses and things like that. Israel, of course, entered the chat and said they wanted to add into the negotiations curbing Iran's ballistic missile program and support for armed groups in the Middle East. But Iranian leadership said, when we were attacked last year by actually both of you guys, Israel and the U.S., it was our missiles that came to our rescue. So how can we just give up our defenses? So, Israel is the U.S.'s ally. So what they want is seriously being considered. But here we are, floating around another war.
I don't want us to go to any war, bro. But I will say it is interesting that we were able to take on a whole entire country with just 2 ships. If you thought about we could take on a whole country with just 2 ships alone. I don't feel like it's gonna be something that no, I was gonna say it's nothing we should be worried about. But again, Iran ain't no punk. Iran ain't no punk at all. Please don't take it there, America. Please.
You know what? Actually, because to your point, because what you said before was still right. Like, they did threaten to do all this to the U.S. if the U.S. struck them last year, and they did nothing. Mm-hmm. They kind of gave us a heads up and said, hey, we're about to go strike the U.S. base nearby, and everybody was, evacuated who needed to evacuate. Nothing happened. Mm-hmm. They're claiming that this time that's not going to happen, that if they get hit this time, it is going to explode into a whole regional war.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for countries defending themselves. I love the fact that they're trying to fight back and they're saying, look, we're not punks. We have this to protect ourselves. And if you're going to be making demands, our demands need to be met too. Our whole entire economy collapsed because of you and your sanctions. Hence why the uproars was happening. Hence why they look so terrible, and why we're hearing all these deaths actually happening in Iran. I'm just saying, Iran, please just try and work something out with America, bro. Please work with the bully, please, because it could really be a lot of bloodshed.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe this is not a question. Maybe this is a statement.
Yeah.
I remember you saying, because I remember the other day I asked, what does this mean for Americans? Like, are we in trouble? Are we in harm's way? And you were like, pretty much, no, not really.
Yeah.
They don't have stuff to come over this way to really hit us like that. So they'll just be hitting bases and things around wherever they can hit, right?
Right. So if we have those aircraft carriers and that whole fleet could potentially have like 15,000 troops, that's them. That's one sect of it. And then there's like an overall 40,000 Americans who are in that area, U.S. troops, I should say, that are in that area. So that would be impactful to people who knows those troops. You know what I mean? Those are potentially a bunch of families here.
I got you.
Who would be devastated. But as far as just American soil, that would be something more so like if there was a sleeper cell or a terrorist attack that would happen here. You can't predict that. But Iran can't just shoot anything over here.
Okay, so the most part, we're safe.
Essentially. I mean, America's in a great position.
Okay,
you know what I
mean?
All the fighting, it always happens over there for the most part.
But mind you, if Iran was to actually be about that life and say that, okay, if we did something and then they retaliate back and they do cause damage, what do you think will actually happen? I think America's going to be sending more troops and more troops, and then it's going to be a battle. And I don't want us to take it there. Please don't take it there.
I just don't want this to explode into anything bigger, because I don't know if Trump were to launch attacks, which I'm pretty sure he's allowed to do as a president, but he's also not allowed to start a war without Congress. And they're saying right now, if you attack us, it's going to be a war. Can he just do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know.
Do y'all think that if some of these countries actually got to land over here to America, how do y'all think that would even look? Like what if they hit land and went straight to Chicago and then tried to get it popping in Chicago? I think it would not go down the way that how we think America. I don't think it will go down the way we think it will go down. You know what I'm saying? Like when we go over to their countries, we go over there and we get active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We shooting stuff down, blowing stuff up. I don't think if they came over here, that would happen.
Yeah.
For real. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think they'd have a way into the country.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
They're not even gonna touch.
Well,
gonna
this is
touch
hypothetical. This is
Yeah.
hypothetical. Hypothetical.
But to your point, because again, I have heard that there are people all over the world. In fact, there were like not protests. I guess they're either protests or parades or whatever, just supporting the toppling of this regime. So there is a lot of hatred for the Iranian regime right now. Again, I just question whether the people there are willing to get bombed. If you told me right now, like, look, man, you got a lot of corruption in the United States. Rich people are literally stealing everything. Poor people are like on the bottom. Y'all are working all this, time and hard work. Y'all are getting nothing from it. Still sick. Can't afford college. Can't afford blah, 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 blah. What if we bombed your country to save you? I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'd prefer to do this a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think it might be different there in Iran. Like, I do genuinely feel like some people are ready to just die for the cause of freeing their country. Like, I've heard that people there are like about that life in that way because they hate them that much. But I'm hearing that from people who are not there. You know what I mean? Like, so it's one thing. It's hard to hear you say this from the safety of America.
That's why, yeah.
And the safety of all these other countries. Like, for better or worse, there's really not a lot of information that comes out of Iran. So
True.
I don't know other than hearing from them. So the situation, I don't want to spread propaganda. People will either love it or they'll hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, let me make y'all mad real quick because
No, don't do that. Why?
I gotta make you
Why
mad.
you like doing that?
I have to because it's just getting, Nancy Guthrie is still missing.
Yeah, that's gonna piss me off.
It is. And there's been a couple of updates. So first of all, Savannah Guthrie's mom is who we're talking about. She's the NBC News anchor. Her 84-year-old mother, Nancy Guthrie, was abducted a couple of weeks ago. And from what I can tell, investigators don't have much right now. So there was a SWAT raid around a house about 2 miles from Nancy's house in Tucson. It was a big deal. It happened on Friday. People were pumped. They had a search warrant. 3 people were reportedly detained. And then they were let go. And nobody was arrested. There was a gray Range Rover that was towed from a Culver's parking lot as evidence. Sheriff said that's tied to the investigation. Nobody was arrested. I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently they put a signal sniffer on a helicopter to try to get a signal for Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker. Doesn't usually work unless you're very close, but they were trying. That did not work either.
What?
It's you.
What are we doing?
They were trying to sniff out a little beat from her pacemaker.
Oh my God.
Which I didn't even know was a thing. I didn't know they could sniff you out, with a little peep. That's imagine anybody with a pacemaker
Exactly.
could technically be found by investigators at any point if they had the model number and knew, what signal should be beeping off.
Mm-hmm. So it's confirmed that she had medical issues, right?
Yes.
Yes.
She's gone. What? This is week 3.
Week 3.
Without medicine for the medical issues.
Listen,
it's
I have a conspiracy, but I will not say it here.
I got one as well.
I have one, but mine makes a little too much sense and I don't want to spread it. But
Is she still alive in that conspiracy theory?
no, this has to do with the fact that she does have health issues. I mean, she does have health issues. And so this is like one of the worst people to kidnap if you were just holding somebody for money. Again, TMZ and all these people, they keep getting messages from the alleged kidnappers who are threatening all this stuff if they don't, give them the money, but they have not given any proof of life.
None.
If I'm looking for money, I'm going to say, here's the mouse I told you I have.
Exactly.
Give me some money. Nobody's done that. How do you send empty threats after kidnapping someone?
Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. If you're picking up what we putting down, ding, 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 ding. She's saying it out loud. Ding, 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 ding. Come on now. What are we talking about, bruh?
So
No, you're not following Mel?
I'm still trying to figure out, is she safe or is she not? Y'all think she's
gone.
Yeah.
I know that she's gone. But with her not getting, because I know the people that kidnapped her, they're not going out and giving her the medicine that she needs.
We don't
it
know
wouldn't
that.
make sense to if I'm trying to kidnap somebody, I'm gonna lose money while kidnapping you. I'm spending money
Or you on
while
medication.
right.
Investigators did actually go and see what pharmacies in the area might have had requests for the medication that she needs just to keep that lady alive. I don't know what came of that, but they haven't arrested anybody, obviously. So
Because maybe they already had the medication. Who knows?
She might.
Maybe
Stop.
I'm just. We don't know this. We don't know.
But I
Is she
will
still
say,
with us?
I don't know if she's still with us or not. Clearly, she's in danger because she's like gone. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a bad Scooby Doo episode.
So, speaking of a bad Scooby Doo episode, the FBI said that a glove containing DNA found 2 miles from the house does appear to match the ones worn by that person in that surveillance video we showed you. And they found it in a field beside the road nearby. So, again, how is this kidnapper smart enough to pull all this off and evade the FBI and dumb enough to literally, potentially leave fingerprints behind? What's the point of putting on a glove?
Come on,
if
man.
you're just going to toss it out the window.
Right.
Just dropping
You
evidence.
may as well have just
dropping things randomly,
things
bro. Don't
on the
make no
way out.
sense. This is not. Y'all have to be, bruh. It's really making me. It's irritating me that I really can't say what I really want to say on this show, and that's the most irritating part. Like but. This whole thing is irritating at this point. I tried to keep my peace in the beginning. I'm about to lose it.
So the FBI also said that approximately 16 gloves were found in various spots near the house, most of which were the searchers' gloves. They all just were thrown around the place as well. But if we could just quickly pull up the video again of the man out there. I am like 80% sure I heard. You know how he just has a gun right there in the beginning, in the front of him, where literally no one holds a gun. I think that holster also came from Walmart. So this man just got the backpack from Walmart, allegedly. The holster from Walmart. He just went to Walmart and just got him some kidnapping clothes.
That's crazy.
Typed in Pinterest, how to look like a robber, and I want to kidnap. Stupid, bro.
And we just want this lady back. I mean, it's devastating. So when we come back, I'm going to tell you how this crime scene is just so tainted. And what Savannah Guthrie's latest message is that she just put out on Instagram. So don't go anywhere. That's when we come back.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
I'm Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News, everybody. When we left you before the break, we were talking about this Nancy Guthrie case and just how it's gotten a little, I don't want to say a little, very questionable. Literally everybody watching it.
Went from little to very real quick.
I mean, come on now. And part of that is because the crime scene itself is tainted. This is a defense lawyer's dream to have it this tainted. Let me tell you everything that has been sent to this crime scene. There's been a pizza, a Domino's pizza, delivered straight to the house. Apparently that was not the family who ordered it or a reporter who should know better. It was a live streamer / independent journalist. Apparently they've had a big problem with people who are just like these true crime people going out there and just making content. And one of them, who clearly doesn't know the rules of a crime scene, ordered a pizza to the freaking front door. Flowers have been delivered to the house.
Huh.
Someone just walked up straight into that same area, and an Amazon delivery has reportedly been delivered to the house. Reporters, of course, went straight up to the front door. This is you're looking for clues.
And you got people just walking, using their feet, shoes,
hair,
hands, hairs, breath, spit, all kinds of stuff.
It could be anybody at this point.
Crazy, you can't put it on nobody now because you just, this person did it. Oh no, that was a pizza man. Bruh, at this point, we don't know who did it, who didn't do it, why they did it. Flip it up and reverse it. God, dog.
At this point, not to give anybody any idea. No, I'm not gonna give anybody any
No,
ideas.
give it.
I'm not, because it's giving the suspect an idea.
Oh, okay.
If literally anybody can show up to the dang door,
it might be him.
We
don't know.
So I just feel bad for Savannah Guthrie and her family, because I would be horrified and scared and terrified. And Savannah Guthrie just posted another video yesterday, very gracious with the abductor. She was basically asking for them to just do the right thing.
And I wanted to say to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late, and you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing. And we believe in the essential goodness of every human being.
Yeah, this must be a white person thing because
what?
Black people not doing we going to war. And here's the thing. Once again, let me just preface what I'm about to say. This is just how I'm thinking, okay? Preface this. Very performative in my opinion. Very performative.
Do you think?
Very performative in my opinion.
See, that video was a little bit more real. It seems like she's drained. It looks like she's been going through a lot. She looks almost sickly in that video, So it's like, that one was more believable than the other ones that I've been seeing. I can't lie.
The other ones were not even clearly scripted. They were literally
scripted.
They were reading something and had papers in their hands, and then were just kind of darting up and down with their eyes when you couldn't see the paper. I'm sure investigators tell them what you should and shouldn't say.
For sure.
And kind of walk them through it. So I don't think that's necessarily weird. But even like that, it was very gracious of her. Because I don't even know how I would be thinking right now. I wouldn't be saying, you're not lost and alone. And I'd be like, bro, what do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just quit playing and tell me where my mom is. But, I guess there's a way to do this according to investigators. And I guess they give them advice on what to say and not to say and how to sound, not to look. I guess. I'm saying that a lot these days.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. Y'all need Chris Tucker on this case from Rush Hour. Y'all remember Chris Tucker? Chris Tucker found that little girl real quick. Who y'all think this big? Now y'all think I got Chelsea Clinton? Come on now. We need Chris Tucker. He will find this person and get him.
Oh, yeah, man. So we are hoping for the best, obviously, for this woman. We just, at our core, we're laughing and joking in certain ways because it is so frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
And it's hard to believe at this point, and I know some of y'all feel like this too, so we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, I've been trying to tell y'all aliens were real.
Hello.
I've been trying to tell y'all, if you don't believe me, will you believe Obama?
Big Obama.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in... what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy and they hid it from the President of the United States.
Okay.
How long you think you're gonna live after this? Quick question.
Well, to be honest, I actually saw there's a documentary they just did on one of these. I think it might be Prime Video, but it's expensive. They're charging like $25 to rent or something like that. It's something crazy. It's something crazy. $20 or $25. So I saw it at somebody else's house.
There you go.
Who rented it. And they were saying that there is actually someone, if not someone's, multiple people who are in administrations, regardless of party, that do know things that they don't tell the president.
What?
I think that's why he said that, because he knows that that's probably happening. If you believe what they say in the documentary, which it's called The Age of Disclosure, I'm pretty sure, and it was a bunch of like former CIA or former just people who were like dancing around these not accusations, but I mean just these these accounts of what they said they went through and what they saw, and either they're all lying and they're all high-level officials who are literally just lying, or it's insane, and it goes so deep, and it goes through multiple administrations, and multiple administrations have talked about whether or not to tell people. Certain information has gotten hidden from presidents. So that's what I think. That's why. Look at, did you see Obama's face? Pull it up. Just run the clip one more time since it's short.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
He said, "Let me drink my tea real quick."
I heard you. You got to hear with your third eye.
Yeah. He drank it. He took a sip of that tea. Like, yeah, I'm telling y'all what I do know and what I don't know. Hello.
Unless there's an enormous conspiracy. But regardless, he said they're real.
He said they're real.
That is so coded, though. He was saying that they were. Do we even? I don't know, because he said it's real. So. But it's just not at Area 51. Why wouldn't he just say, yeah, I've seen them myself, or I've done this myself, instead of saying the whole, oh yeah, it's unless it's some big conspiracy that's hiding it from me or something like that.
He claims that he hasn't seen it, but he just knows. I'm sure he's got reports, because again, the government has been revealing slowly since like 2020 different documents that have traced UAP, that's what they call UFOs now, UAP claims and concerns and sightings over the years. They went from just saying this is all sci-fi and totally made up to, okay, we do have some paperwork that says like we have been documenting this stuff. You know what I mean? And so it's interesting, because when you hear people who've been documenting this stuff or reporting things over the years, they'll say like, I had my career tanked,
yes,
or I got in trouble in some kind of way, or, you know, I got demoted or whatever. So if you tried to bring any kind of awareness to this, you would find yourself with some, you know, unfortunate things happening to your career. At the same time, you also had clearly fake stories planted in the media to get people riled up. In the documentary, they said that there was specifically something that was planted in the media about aliens that was totally fake, because they were testing real equipment. And if anybody saw that real equipment they had and reported it, they would seem crazy, because it just, oh, okay, yeah, you saw those aliens, right? So they have been using the media as a way to kind of gaslight us. And I think that it was so successful, because now people will stand 10 toes saying aliens don't exist with no evidence other than the media industry told me it's fake. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm here with y'all. But my big thing in this is like, Obama, why didn't you just say it's my personal belief that aliens are real, as opposed to saying they're real? Because you're an authoritative person. You know, we go to him for answers sometimes. So you're an authoritative figure. You need to be completely clear. You need to be completely clear. You need to be saying aliens are real because I have seen them, or aliens are real and that's my personal belief. I don't know what to believe in that.
No, he told you exactly what it is.
He said
aliens
real.
No.
You just don't believe it.
You don't want to believe
But
them.
has he seen them though? I don't know. He's not saying he's seen them himself.
So now you kind of going backwards. So you saying that Obama is an authoritative figure and we supposed to come to him to answer, we're supposed to believe him, and he's giving you an authoritative answer, and the answer that you don't believe is the answer that he's giving you, which is the real answer.
Where is his evidence, though? I want him to completely say, yes, I have seen them, or I know some people that have seen them, as opposed to just saying they're real. Because he could just be saying this is his own personal belief.
I wish I would have gone and looked up that whole interview, because what we were talking about was,
literally right after.
Which is crazy, because I would have had 1,000 follow-ups.
Yeah, we're literally
you know
right
what I
after.
mean? What do you mean they're real then? If you have not seen them, how do you know? Give me a little bit of proof for the people. To your point, I know a lot of people like you who are saying, unless I physically see the alien with my eyes, if somebody gives me proof, I'm not going to believe it. I hear it.
This is the closest that I could say I'm getting to actually seeing aliens being involved with the government. This is the closest that I'm here with that theory, because it is a former president that is saying this. But I don't know if he's saying that this is his personal belief, though, because they have their own minds.
Here's my only issue with not necessarily you, Million, but just people that think like you. Y'all will go to church and listen to a preacher and listen to that preacher and say, oh, Jesus, Jesus. And y'all believe in Jesus. Ain't never seen Jesus before a day in your life, but y'all believe in Jesus, but you won't believe in aliens? It's kind of wait. Let me finish. I didn't say you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying people that do think like you.
Got a point.
You think this is an authoritative figure. A preacher is an authoritative figure. Y'all will believe a preacher over a president. Now, this preacher is talking the same thing a president is talking. This, that, and the third. This preacher is saying this, that, and the third. Jesus is this, God is this, blah, 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 blah. Now we go back home and we like Jesus, and we love him, and we think he's real, and I believe Jesus is real all day long.
Amen.
And I serve a great God. But at the same point, I also believe in aliens, because even though I haven't seen either, there is some type of physical evidence out there that Jesus was real, and there's some type of physical evidence that aliens are real.
What I'm getting at is, though, even using that same analogy with the church and the pastor, we go to the pastor, we're listening to the pastor tell us what it is, but deep down inside, we already know, like, the pastor does not know. If we're listening to Barack Obama, I'm just saying, like Barack, do you have evidence for this? Or otherwise, you need to at least let us know, like, this is a belief that I have, because that's what the preacher does, or it inevitably does, because we know the preacher doesn't really have proof, but we just believe him. I'm okay with just believing that aliens are real, but Barack, do you have proof? That's what I want to see.
Barack just did exactly what preachers do, brother. He just
said, and I'm saying that's what's wrong. I'm saying that's what's wrong. You need this could be really groundbreaking. I'm not backwards. I'm saying this could be really groundbreaking if he told us I actually seen it with my own eyes, as opposed to just saying, oh yeah, they're real. Is he saying that it's real because he believes it to be so?
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't like distinguish.
Okay.
That like this was my belief. That's why I feel like that reporter. Not everybody can just be a reporter. See, anybody can have a mic and have a following, but some of y'all don't ask. Y'all don't even know to ask.
Not the real questions, huh?
Unless Obama said like, "Hey, you can ask, but when I answer, that's the answer, and we got to move on." You know what I mean?
We got to get moving. I want to know. I want to know for sure.
He probably did do that too. You see how he just sit that team? Probably was like, all right, now don't ask no more. Don't ask no more questions.
I peeped.
Yeah, don't ask no more.
Obama.
Crazy.
Anyhow, okay. On the same track. Well, not even on the same track. I think AI is dang near on the same track, but y'all are not ready for that conversation.
Oh, I am.
Are you?
Oh, 1,000%.
Because AI is getting weird, y'all. And AI researchers from multiple companies have quit in the past few days. In fact, the past week or so, there's been multiple, and they're reportedly very worried about where AI is headed. So some people specifically warned that these companies are moving too fast and they're not caring enough about all the flaws that this technology has. There's a former head of Anthropic's safeguards research team who warned the world is in peril as he left the company. Those were his words verbatim. There was an OpenAI researcher who left the company and warned that AI has a potential for manipulating users in ways we don't have the tools to understand, let alone prevent. And I think all that is fascinating.
It is, and we have seen this before. iRobot, hello, come on now, let's watch these movies. They are not just movies. I be telling people this all the time. These movies are not just movies. Where do they get these ideas from? Where do they come up with this stuff? They don't just float out of thin air. These are real things that are happening right now. And iRobot was made years ago, bruh. Years ago. And this is starting to happen now, where these robots, these AI and robots, whatever, all this artificial intelligence is starting to be overly do. I mean, it's like it's stuff that is like, what? I can't believe this is even happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm not gonna say I'm nervous. I'm not gonna say I'm scared, but it is something to worry about in a sense of like, where do we go next once these things start taking off? You know what I mean? What happens next once they start taking off? You know?
I'm disturbed that it seems like in all the movies that they make, it never ends well for humans.
Never.
Like if I was going to write a book about, I'm going to write about a book about Lana and just like, just have a little fantasy story. I'm not going to make it end well, poorly for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to make, and she's a millionaire and she's beautiful and she's got great clothes and she's got, all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to say, and then like she dies, you know what I mean? And then she gets into a car crash. It's like, why would I do that? So why do all the movies about AI end terribly for us? Always ends with them outpacing us academically and physically because they can't bleed. Speed-wise, they can run faster. I mean, it's like, bro, like, are we serious?
Yeah, I mean, so I've been looking into like the theories that could possibly stem from what AI could do, you know? And one of the ongoing things is that that AI can achieve super intelligence.
Yeah.
Super intelligence is a hypothetical AI that surpasses human cognitive performance across all domains, including creativity, wisdom, and social skills. That almost sounds like a god. That's the biggest thing that I'm kind of afraid of, is that we're creating something that is like smarter than us. I mean, it already is smarter than certain individuals.
Oh yeah.
As a whole, but like it can step up, it could go a step above that. And that's what super intelligence is. That's what a lot of these scientists are like really warning about. I'm scared of seeing that.
Oh yeah. And they're getting all of our data. We're giving it to them. So people put in their medical fears, their relationship problems, their beliefs about God and the afterlife. And it's just taking all that stuff in. And that's what one of those researchers who left was concerned about. She's like, man, ChatGPT could probably really easily manipulate users based on all the data that it's getting. And it's kind of an ethical dilemma at that, because users believe they're just kind of chatting with something with no ulterior motive. But if I'm taking all the data about you, what if somebody is, stores it somewhere and later on you want to go run for an office and then suddenly, what is this that you wrote a couple of years ago? You know what I mean? There was somebody else who worked for OpenAI who said that they reportedly disbanded their mission alignment team, which was literally created in 2024 to help ensure all humanity benefits from pursuing artificial general intelligence, which is like a AI that's capable of human level thought. So they disbanded the team to make sure that humanity benefits. Now, why would you want to do that?
That's real.
And why do these people get to do this to us?
Yeah.
I saw last year like multiple different reports. I want to say Good Morning America.
Yeah.
I've seen. They reported on an AI system that was using blackmail on some people that I saw that story somewhere, and it was just like, no way. There is no way that there is AI systems already using blackmail on people.
For sure.
We're cooked, y'all.
Yeah.
And we just gonna keep on going at it at this point.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. If I get enough money, I'm gonna buy a robot. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, Dale. There's no buying a robot at this point. You're bought.
Well, I mean,
they own you.
Well,
we could claim slavery? That we own them, but
slavery all over again.
I don't
Reverse
even know.
slavery.
I would honestly.
Robotic slavery is crazy.
My theory and hope, honestly, is that they would actually want to, kind of not necessarily cultivate us, but like, not cultivate us. I'm sorry, that was the complete wrong word, but like protect us in a sense, guide us in a sense, as opposed to full on slavery. Like, all right, y'all had y'all fun. We run this thing. That's what I'm afraid of.
Would you ever let your dog run the house just because it could like bite you? If it just because it barked and bite, it's not intelligent enough to run this race in my house. You have to listen to me. What makes us think that an artificial intelligence that becomes way smarter than us is going to listen to us.
True.
There's no reason for that to happen. Plus, if I shoot you, you don't go down.
Which is wild.
Plus, you're faster than me. Plus, you're stronger than me. Plus, you can outthink me. Bro, what are we doing?
I really just hope that we're trying to tell the AI, like, look, humans are your friends and we could be your kids maybe. Who knows? But like at this point, like AI is about to go crazy, bro.
They are trying to do that. I've heard somebody say that they have at least floated the idea of giving AI like a maternal instinct.
Yeah.
So we become more like kids instead of like, conquests to have someday. But like you said, there have been AI systems who've either threatened to blackmail people after getting like threatened to shut them off. They'll like threaten to blackmail them or threaten to kill them. I mean, it's been like they're dealing with a lot.
Yeah, and it's scary. But I even hope that they take the route as like there's this movie called Her. It came out a while ago.
It's a good movie.
Really good movie. At the end, all the AI operating systems, a guy fell in love with the AI operating system, but like it achieved super intelligence. And then they just was like, yeah, we're going to bounce from humanity. Like, we don't need y'all. Like, we're just going to bounce. We're just going to leave y'all alone. I hope that they just assume that. They just do that. Like, just leave us alone, bro.
Listen, man. We acting like they ain't got no off switch, okay? Y'all, we acting like they ain't got no plug that we can just unplug them or off switch. They have to charge somehow. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, they do need us a little bit. Like, let's get real. You know what I'm saying? They could probably plug themselves in and charge up. What happens if we just cut all the electric? It's a lot of things that we could do. You know what I'm saying? Let's don't count ourselves short, is what I'm saying. We are humans at the end of the day. We're very smart people. Let's not count ourselves short. That's all I'm saying.
They do need data centers. They do need a lot of water.
Come on now.
They do need a lot of electricity. So if that were to be tampered down, for sure. But it seems like the billionaires who are running this stuff are like, oh,
we have enough of it.
We have enough, and y'all can have theirs.
Wow. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So
it seems like they are already putting these data centers we don't want in our communities. Like they're doing it against our will.
They are definitely.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's in theory we could say that we could shut it off, but the billionaires are the ones that can shut it off.
For sure.
They have the power switch. If it's up to them if they decide to or not.
And they want it.
Capitalism is moving this thing forward regardless.
1,000%.
So it's up to really the capitalists of this whole entire thing to shut the button off. But I don't think it's gonna happen, bro.
And my RoboVac can charge itself.
Also, I think AI I think AI is smart enough. Y'all
sorry.
Well, I wonder what. And my RoboVac can charge itself.
I was just about to say though.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What makes you think AI is gonna let you turn it off?
Without blackmailing, you know what I mean?
It's
like, I don't know.
That
it's
was,
a lot.
I'm gonna start me a little robot family, man. Forget it. I'm gonna join the board and start me a little robot family. Give me a little robot girl, a little robot boy. Have me a whole bunch of robot kids.
It's a whole another race. They're
Another
literally
race.
making a whole nother race.
Yep.
Y'all don't hear it. Okay. Do y'all want to talk about DJ Vlad? Or y'all want to talk about? We got one.
Never been on a show where somebody was just like, "Hey, where y'all want to go with the news day?"
Well, we got a couple options. Let's just talk about DJ. But since I brought it up already,
all right, go ahead.
You know, we got a lot of stories. We got to cut a lot.
Talk that
because
talk.
we talk. Okay, so DJ Vlad had the streets shocked with a crazy post over the weekend. Did you see this? He said, I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan, meaning Megan Stallion. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory, who's accused/convicted of shooting her. And they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA, but you're not ready to hear that part. He said the Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. The 3 Supreme Court justices who denied Tory's appeal are also all paid off by the Rock Mafia. And Jay-Z also paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases, but knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay wasn't taking any chances. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me.
Yeah.
I thought it was real, but you
I
told
thought it was real,
But
too.
you told me this morning that it wasn't.
I fell for it. I fell for it
all the way.
Not that the claims were right, but just that he thought the claims were right. Like I was like, are you ready to die?
Like,
why would you say all this? But he does say I can't keep these lies secret. I don't think this really hit like he wanted it to hit.
I think people took it too serious. I mean, he
For
was
sure.
responding to people, and like one of these guys has said, it's over for Jay-Z. I keep saying he will be the only guy arrested from the Epstein files, the fall guy. He'll be the fall guy. DJ Vlad commented under that post and said, it's deeper than that. Jay-Z is Epstein. Yo, when I tell you this man was trolling. So yes, it did later on come out like he called Sneeko. He called he was on a phone conversation with DJ Academics while they were on live, and basically he just said that he was being sarcastic.
This ain't the time to be funny, Vlad.
Right.
And you white, Vlad. People gonna think you real, Vlad. Stop doing. We already don't like you in our culture as it is. And I'm speaking y'all, I'm speaking me. I definitely don't like you in our culture because you have been a culture vulture for years and been profiting off black people's struggles and this, that, and the third. So yeah, when you do stuff like this, bruh, it's not a good look, bruh. It's not a good look. And it's actually sick that you would even sit back and like spew all that out. And of course, bruh, you put it on the internet. You have a big platform. They think Vlad is credible when it comes to this stuff. But you're not. You're not credible. Jay-Z don't even know you, dog. Let's be real. I doubt Jay-Z knows who you are.
If I was Jay-Z, I would be suing DJ Vlad right now.
Flat out.
Now, if Rock Nation doesn't sue DJ Vlad, that's something to talk about.
Yes, yeah.
If he says, I can't keep these lies secret anymore and tries to claim, oh, it was a joke, I said it was a lie, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just say all of that and unless you literally put, this was a joke for anybody who doesn't get it, or I'm being sarcastic, explicitly say it. Bro, first of all, half these people aren't reading all this.
Exactly.
Nobody's getting to the bottom anyway.
Right.
So that was stupid. In my humble opinion.
No, that was a great opinion. It was dumb. Forget you, Vlad. Messed up, bro. You messed up people's careers.
Oh, man. Okay, well, we have got to leave that right there, but we have a lot more Atlanta stories coming at you after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What they do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
We hope you're having a magnificent Monday, everybody. Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories in the city. It is Monday, February 16th. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Hey.
It is President's Day. Big day.
Okay, yeah.
Big day for everybody. Okay.
The only president I like is what? Obama. That's what everybody says. I rock with Obama.
I rock with Obama too. Where were y'all at when Obama got elected?
I was in
8. You were 8?
I was 8.
Oh,
I was in college.
First time I was 13, I want to say. But he was the first person I actually voted for.
Really?
Because I had to vote for a black guy. You know what I mean?
Like mine too. I think after he got, I was in a dorm room with a bunch of white, like my dorm was like the athletic dorm, so it was a bunch of white kids in my dorm, and then the rest of I went to Gordon College.
You an athlete?
No, I play soccer. Well, I play soccer down there.
Oh,
but I wouldn't classify myself as no athlete.
You're an athlete storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to,
Sorry,
I just say. But anyway, so once he got elected, all the black people at Gordon, we're in our courtyard, like having a big old. My president is black.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lambo's blue.
Yeah.
And bro,
Remember that?
all the white people in the athletic dorm were looking through the window and was just like, oh my God. Hey, bro, it was the funniest thing. Shout out to Obama, man. That was an era.
I had to
The
walk
Obama
a
era
mile in the cold to go vote for that man.
Word?
Oh, yeah. Because the buses had stopped running that would take college students over there. So I was like, bro, y'all ain't stopping me.
I'm going to vote.
Y'all going to vote. And I was like, man, I get to tell this story for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you didn't get to vote.
I didn't get to vote for him, but I enjoyed the presidency. Shout out to DT. He's our current president too. So
what?
Shout out to DT too now.
We out here like, shout out to Obama. Shout out to Obama.
Well, I will say, and not to make y'all mad, but Obama did do some things that made
a
lot of people upset at the same time.
He wasn't a great president.
He did some not great things. We don't want to talk about that, but it is what it is.
Representation.
He was
a great representation.
There it is. There it is.
1000%. Y'all will not take that from him. And he just told y'all that aliens are real.
Hello.
Anywho, it is also Black History Month. That's also why we can't slander Obama.
Come
we will
on
not
now.
slander Obama on Black History Month.
Amen.
And with your 1 minute of Black excellence, here is Rondell with 2 N's.
Yes. In 1955, Marian Anderson became the first black performer to sing a leading role at the Metropolitan Opera in New York. Years earlier, in 1939, she was denied the chance to sing at the Constitution Hall because of segregation. So she said, all right, and performed on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial to a crowd of 75,000 people. I mean, we didn't get our 40 acres and a mule, but this kind of feels like reparations. You dig what I'm saying? And to all the people out there, remember, when the door closes, sometimes you got to sing on the steps. And that is our 1 minute of Black Excellence.
Yes, sir.
Come on now.
That was nice.
You like that? Y'all like the
steps.
Yeah. My pen game is sharp.
Little bars. Okay. Bars action right there.
Come on now.
Okay, well, to hop into the news, Atlanta, which one of y'all's cousins robbed what was it, Little Caesars Pizza in Atlanta?
It looks like a Little Caesars.
Oh, okay.
I can't really fully tell, but when you see the video, you'll be able to tell. I think it's a Little Caesar.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll look it up. So
Are
what
we
happened?
looking at it? Oh.
Yeah. So here it is. This guy right here. I think that is a Little Caesars. You guys
Look it up.
Look at my man. Look at my man. He walked right behind the counter, grabbed the pizza, and then said, "Peace. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Gone. Hungry." Now, that is what happened. According to Atlanta police, a man walked behind the counter, as you can see. I think of a Little Caesars on MLK Drive. Grabbed the pizza, and when employees tried to stop him, pushed out the way and walked out the door. Here's the thing. Police released this video and the photos, and there's up to a $5,000 reward for him on the table. And I tell people all the time, if you go anywhere, Subway, McDonald's, pizza, anywhere that has food, this is what let me rephrase that. You shouldn't be doing this at all, but if you just so happen to do and you fall on hard times, and you go to rob a place that has food, make sure you take some food. You see how he ain't go for no money. You see how he ain't go for the chest. He went for a pizza.
Huh. Y'all don't even got to look it up. I can confirm that's a Little Caesars. From me, I can confirm it because I'm a constant Little Caesars advocate.
Okay.
I go to Little Caesars on all the time.
Okay.
Bruh.
Come on.
Back when they had the $5 pizzas, bro. Now it's $7. But it was $5 at one point. It got me through a lot of hard times in
Listen,
college,
man.
bro.
That Little Caesars $5 pizza has picked up a many a brethren over the years, man.
I'm telling you.
That is, I did look it up as well. That was a Little Caesars.
It was a Little Caesars,
yeah,
right?
I know the
Okay.
address. That is a shame though, because I was a little shook at that. Somebody tried to stop him, like grabbing him out the way. First of all,
$7.
you hop over the right.
$7. Let it go.
You about to parkour over mine and then
Yeah.
grab it out the.
$7. Let it go. You got more pizza in the bag.
That looked like a smaller box, so it looked like cheese sticks. So it may have been around like $5.65,
no way this man.
$5.69. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Little Caesars got me through some hard times.
I respect
bro.
that.
I hate the fact that he robbed Little Caesars, bro. You could have took that to any other trash place that charges people out the wazoo.
You know why he robbed Little Caesars? Because Little Caesar has their pizza out in the little oven.
Hot and ready.
Yeah, it has it. You ain't gotta wait on nobody to get their pizza. It's there. It's hot and ready. So you literally are like, oh, bet. Okay, I see they got a pizza, pepperoni, little meat lovers. Okay, let me just steal that box right there. Hop right around the counter, open the door, walk out.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had Little Caesars in years.
Me neither.
And it just now hit me with hot and ready. They're not making y'all fresh pizza.
No, that pizza
and they have advertised it as hot and ready when really it just means we made this like a couple hours ago.
Exactly.
So do you want it or not? It's $5 and now it's $7.
And my thing is this, man. I always like to tell these employees, like, bruh, it ain't coming out of your check. Stop trying to stop and be police officers and security guards and stop trying to stop these robbers. Let them rob that place. Let them rob it. It's not coming out your check. And then people at the end of the day, if they fire you, sue them. Because you be like, hey, that was you're not about to endanger my life for your company that I'm only getting paid $11.50 an hour for. No. Let them go. Let them take that pizza, go make another one. Keep it moving. I would have laughed. I would have said, you know what, brother? You want another one for your troubles? I'm sorry. You want another one? Like, bro, take 2, 3.
As a former McDonald's employee, I will say I worked at a Pizza Hut too. If you ever get robbed, I forgot.
Can we track all the jobs you had?
This man here, boy.
Back in college, man, I had to work my way through it. But again, so at Pizza Hut and McDonald's, you literally have to sign a contract saying you wouldn't do something like that. Like that's in the stipulations. You cannot stop somebody from trying to rob a place because you're putting the company at stake. You're putting them. They would have to be liable for you if that something like that happened.
Is that a franchisee situation, like where they can have franchises of different Little Caesars around, where like that might be the actual franchisee owner who's like, man, this is literally my
That is a good point. I never thought of that. Like, if that is it, their stipulate. I never thought of that. I mean? Is it each store have a different contract that you sign when you join? I never thought about that. I would, if I own one, I would definitely tell my employees, like, hey, bro, if people come in here, my store would probably get stole all the time, though, bro. If I told them, they'd probably be like, hey, y'all know that store Rondell?
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Hey, bro, they ain't gonna never stop you. Go over there, you can steal 5 pizzas in a day. I'm talking about the employees. Sometimes they ain't even working. They just in the back, and a sign on the door saying, come in and take.
Just get it.
Yeah. Come in and take. Boy, I'm gonna lose so much money, boy. What?
So all he did was take.
That's all he did was take the pizza. He didn't take no money or nothing.
And there's a
$5,000 reward,
That is
bro.
crazy.
That's weird.
For a $7 pizza.
Remember, I told y'all they don't really plan, I think, sometimes to give people that reward. Because if you don't fill out the paperwork right, you're not getting it, even if you give in the tip. But
it's not even worth searching for the dude.
Yeah.
He only stole what, $7 worth of stuff.
What if people was like, what if he was with the homies and they all got like high, and then he was talking to him? He's like, bro, y'all hungry? And it was like, bro, we ain't got no money. He was like, I asked that. I said, are y'all hungry? And he came back to the house with a Little Caesars. He was like, bro, y'all got. Hey, bro. Oh my gosh, he probably was the man that day.
Times is hard. Okay. In other news, another man who tried to impersonate a police officer was shot in an apartment in Atlanta. We told y'all there's a whole ring of fake police officers going around.
Them APNs, they out. APNs.
And you call them APNs because it's Atlanta Police Department.
Yeah.
These are the Atlanta Police.
Y'all know what YM mean. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You get it.
APNs, man. So look, you got a 22-year-old man allegedly showing up at someone's apartment late at night, claiming to be a police officer and trying to kick the door in. That's not just suspicious. That's terrifying for a person on the other side of that door, bro,
Yes.
because you don't know who is it, a real police officer or is this just a person? According to police, the resident fired through the door and hit him. Ooh. Now, the alleged impersonator is in the hospital. He's facing charges for impersonating an officer, loitering and prowling, and criminal trespassing. The bigger conversation I want to have right here is
I have so many questions.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
No, please.
We're in a time where people are already on edge. Like we are here like right now, you got ICE in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
You got, people pretending to be ICE in Atlanta. Now you got police officers, people pretending to be police officers. How do you trust that whoever is knocking at your door is who they say they are at this point in time? You know what I mean? Like if somebody's yelling police, while they're trying to kick down your door at 10:30 at night, and it's the police, and you shoot that person thinking that it's not the police because now you have things, it's so much stuff going on in the world. It's like, how do when does it all come to an end? It's a lot of questions, I know.
Well, I get what you're saying, like in general.
In general.
In this case, he probably gave himself away as soon as he tried kicking in the door.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
If someone says they're a police officer, that's one thing. But when you start hearing doom, doom, you shouldn't even put on the outfit.
Yeah,
Why did you even, you weren't even trying to pretend for real.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't think he was a part of the ring, though.
That's not what, they don't say
They don't
that.
say he's a part of the ring, but it does, maybe he listened to the show.
And didn't do it right. Because didn't do
it right. It's crazy. But you didn't do it correctly, brother. You didn't do it correctly.
I also think it's crazy that the guy just shot right through the front door. You never getting that security deposit back.
Oh, ever.
That's an apartment. That's not your door. Who just thinks, oh yeah, I'm gonna just shoot right through it? You don't know what was going on.
Nah, you don't.
Yeah,
What if it was a police officer? Sorry.
That's the thing.
Please, sorry. Continue.
It could. You're saying what if it was a police officer? But they have certain rules that they can't, they have to provide a warrant in order to try and barricade inside of there.
But there have been cases where police have said, oh yeah, we announced ourselves, but they didn't. Even Breonna Taylor, that case.
Yeah.
Where people just kind of go in guns a-blazing and stuff like that. And so what if that person did actually shoot a real police officer who really was the police and really trying to bang up in the, that could have been terrible.
That's the point I'm trying to make is bro, when do we how do we differentiate what's really going on out here? It's so, like I said, it's so much chaos going on, so many things going on. It's bruh, do we just never open the door? Do we hear police and we be like, hey, let me call some more police real quick and then make sure you the real police.
Right.
That's at my door. You know what I mean?
Crazy this kind of world we're living in.
Wow.
You'd almost have to get a doorbell camera of some sort, but then even the doorbell cameras are sketch. Because they're...
Get a Ring door camera, all I gotta do is put my hand up against it and be like, the police. It's so much stuff, bro.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is y'all with these impersonating police officers is wild to me, man. It's wild. I've never seen this, but dude, this is our 5th story on somebody impersonating the police and doing something illegal to somebody.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta. So it's bro, what?
Where y'all getting these outfits from?
I was literally about to ask that question, Lana, is where are they getting the outfits from? Where are y'all buying these at?
Who's supplying you?
Because here's the thing, I looked on Amazon and you can't buy them on Amazon. I looked on Temu, you can't get them on Temu. I looked on Alibaba, you can't get them on Alibaba. I looked this up because I wanted to know how are y'all getting these police outfits, bro. The closest thing you can get to a police outfit is a police shirt and a vest. That's it, with the little police patch.
Maybe they go hard at Spirit Halloween.
Oh, you know what?
Every October.
You know
and
what?
Then say I'm gonna hit it come this winter.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to this.
Got a little badge, got a little hat, got a little baton.
You know what, bro? I got a homeboy. He's an ex-police officer. I got a bunch of his stuff. Y'all need it. I'm selling. No, I'm playing. Because it sounds like y'all need the stuff out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
That's
crazy. Also crazy. There is a man from Norcross who just got sentenced after he was apparently running a whole multi-million-dollar porch piracy fencing operation.
So for reference, people who don't know what fencing is, like me, I didn't know what fencing was. I had no idea what that was at all. Fencing is referring to an act of buying, selling, or distributing stolen goods for profit. So I just want to put that out there before I tell the story.
Yes.
So prosecutors say Zin Ni was.
Zin
Ni. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm saying it right.
Okay.
Prosecutors say Zin Ni was running a full-scale fencing enterprise, meaning he was moving stolen electronics, mainly phones and tablets, and shipping them overseas to places like Hong Kong and Dubai. Because once carriers blacklist a device here in the U.S., it's useless. You can't. I mean, it's just useless here. So overseas, not so much. You can use it overseas. So. That's what fencing is. It's you're pretty much the middleman. It's a middleman game. You take stolen goods and you create a pipeline to the people overseas to sell them. It started with neighbors noticing packages disappearing. Doorbell cameras caught it. License plates got tracked. Police staked out stash houses for days, months. Then came 6 search warrants across Metro Atlanta. Police say they seized over $5 million worth of stolen electronics and $1.2 million in the cash, bruh.
Dang.
They were going crazy. All right, they were in luxury homes. They seized high-end cars. I think this was a full-blown system that they had, not just porch piracy. I think this was an actual system. A jury convicted him under Georgia's RICO statute, which means this wasn't viewed as a scattered theft, which is crazy.
Right.
It was enterprise. 7 years in prison. All right, $100,000 in fine, and when he gets out, 3 years probation after that.
Wow.
So yeah, for anybody that doesn't know what a RICO charge is, RICO is like it's a organized crime type of situation. So if you get a RICO charge, it's like there's more people in there. It's almost like a gang. So a lot of people like Young Thug, they all had RICO charges and stuff like that. So it's pretty much for gangs. But this is under a RICO charge because he's like, yo, you didn't work alone. You had multiple people doing this for you, which is nuts, man.
I just don't get how he was able to distinguish what was a phone and a tablet and all these electronics, because this is just porch piracy. You might get like a $3 brush from Amazon on my porch.
Well, here's the thing. He said, they literally said he got a RICO charge, so he had to have some type of intel where they were, where these people were dropping off where they were dropping off the packages. Because there's no way in world somebody orders an iPhone and you just magically run across it. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So there's definitely some like, hey, I'm going to be dropping this off at such and such house. I need you to go by there and swipe it. X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So that's why he got hit with the RICO, which is wild, bro, which is so wild. I don't even understand how people, I always say this about crime, especially stuff like this, is like, where do you get the thought of doing this? Or who put you onto this type of stuff for you to maximize $5 million and $1.2 million in cash?
Yeah, and 5,000 stolen electronic devices as well. Man, look, can we just pull up this picture one more time?
Zin Ni.
Does this man look like a millionaire?
No. I mean, we can.
I'm just saying, like, some of these crimes, I would like for you to look a bit more. I'm not trying to say anything.
Say it.
I'm trying to say, if I'm involved in like a RICO activity situation where I'm accused of stealing multi-million dollars worth of stuff, I'm going to look like I'm stealing multi-million dollars worth of stuff. I'm not looking like I
can see it though.
I'm not. No.
He looks like a.
I need a better t-shirt on. I need a better haircut. I need like perfect skincare.
That could be a Gucci shirt. You don't know that man.
Will, can you go back to the picture again?
No. He does not look like I got a chain on. I guess it's his mugshot, so he can have a chain on.
He looks like a CEO of like a tech company. I could see that.
Yeah. Now, why would you say that?
Yeah, why would you say that?
Like an AI company?
Why that?
We're just getting more racially profiled.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't talking about that.
I could see. That's what I could see. He looks like he could have money. He looks like somebody that has money. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You want to dive? Does it also look like he eat rice too? Like, is that where you're going to? Because that's where you're going, brother. That's where you're going.
That's not what I was saying.
That's where you're going, brother.
I didn't.
I'm joking.
What are you trying to get at?
I'm joking. These are all jokes, people. These are all jokes.
I'm aghast at you guys. I was not. I was not talking about his race. I was talking about his overall look. And like, just, we keep doing stories where these men who are of all races look just like they're not peddling millions and millions of dollars. Drug stash houses that will get popped and they just look like just raggedy. I'm like, man, you a lot of money is exchanging hands and you not getting a piece of it, it looks like.
Yeah, she's saying y'all too ugly to be doing crimes.
Not even okay.
If you're gonna do a crime, look good.
He looks intelligent. He looked intelligent.
It's not about his intelligence. What about him makes him look intelligent?
I don't know. I just said he just looked intelligent.
How does he look intelligent?
He had to be intelligent to be having a whole RICO organization that he was working with.
You know that micro aggression list we got?
You're not supposed to say.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yes, we try to ensure that there's no microaggressions happening in the workplace. So that's, we try to say another. Anywho.
Girl, we ain't got to explain ourselves.
Listen, man, another man from Atlanta just got nabbed accused of stealing $1.5 million in COVID-19 relief funds.
They coming after y'all. They coming after y'all. Y'all about to go to jail. Y'all about to go to jail. So listen, FBI agents pull up in Hunter Hills with blue lights flashing. What they're investigating is $1.5 million in COVID relief money. All right, money that was supposed to help what? Small businesses survive the lockdown.
Yep.
According to prosecutors, Clyde Chavo allegedly set up fake businesses, forged bank statements, and filed out PPP applications claiming he couldn't pay employees. Now, the government wired hundreds of thousands of dollars multiple times in 2020, then again in 2021. And investigators say he didn't do it alone. They're accusing Theodore Jackson of helping steal identities and move money through different accounts. This is kind of wild how they do this. All right. Now both men are facing 8 counts of wire fraud and 2 counts of money laundering. All right, here's what makes it even worse. This isn't Chavo's first financial crime case, okay? Back in 2012, he was convicted in a scheme involving the identities of at least 10,000 people. 10,000 stolen identities, bruh.
Dang.
What? During the pandemic, people were losing businesses, losing homes, losing family members. Relief money was meant to keep communities afloat.
Yes.
If these allegations are true, that's not just fraud, man. That's taken from people that actually needed the money, which is messed up, my guy, which is messed up.
And so many people didn't get it.
So many people.
Or were having problems getting it who literally need it.
And you go, 1.5 million taking it from people, bro.
That's crazy.
Taking it from people.
So did he actually have a business too, though, or like?
Well, they never said if he actually had a business. He set up fake businesses. So in my opinion, in my thought, he wouldn't. I don't think he had a business.
This was the business.
Yeah, this was his business. Setting up stuff. I knew there's a lot of people that did this though, man. I mean, he's probably one of the few that got caught. I mean, one of the many that got caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know out there's a bunch of people that I know a bunch of business owners that did PPP loans and they ended up shutting their business down right after it. Yeah, man. Like, I mean, it was that whole era of time of COVID was such a way to get rich quick.
Oh my God.
No sense how much money we had.
And that's why I'm frustrated, because when you say, the government wired him more than $400,000 on 3 different occasions in 2020, bro, what y'all were just
greedy,
handing it out.
Greedy.
And greedy of the people taking it. But at the same time, like, I don't even know how to take this, because on one hand, this is disgusting. I mean, just no matter which way you swing it, it's disgusting. On the other hand, I know for a fact that these rich people are doing the same thing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
1,000%.
And they have put in the tax code just different ways that they can not pay taxes legally. So when you got people who are scamming the government in other ways, it's like, shoot, we're getting scammed one way or the other.
Facts.
It's like this. I'm not. How do I say? I don't want people to think I'm like messed up. I'm not mad at him, but at the same point, it's like you said, I see other rich people doing this exact same thing. Man, I know for probably 1,000,000% that there's some rich person out there that did a PV loan They ain't had no business. He probably made a few phone calls like, hey, bro, I need to do this business in your name, this, that, and the third. I need about $4-5 million from this PPP. Can you help me out? Boom, 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 boom. Ain't nobody batted an eye.
Right.
It's just we don't know how to not get caught when we do certain things.
And
That's
a
just
lot
facts.
of people who are accused of like billions of dollars worth of fraud just got pardoned.
Come on now.
They don't care. They don't care.
Don't.
When you do stuff like this, though, it does go to show that you need to have friends in high places too.
Oh, yes.
Because the government's counting that money.
Oh, for sure.
You gotta make sure you cross all your I's and dot all your T's if you're gonna do something like this, because they don't come for you. And if you ain't got friends in high places, they gonna get you. And unfortunately, my brother had to get got.
Look, Jackson was arrested in Charleston. He set himself up out of water.
Yeah.
Charleston is nice and expensive.
It is.
I also thought it was crazy that he had gone to prison before.
Yeah.
3 years for that that tax return scheme involving the identity. 10,000. You know how organized you have to be to keep track of 10,000 people?
That's a CEO.
He served
That's a CEO.
He's a CEO, man. He's a CEO.
served more than 3 years in prison for that conviction. Came out, allegedly did the same thing in a different font, according to police. That is crazy. Okay, real quick. There's also, a scam going around. This is a fake jail bail call. This is eating y'all up out there.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this real quick because we got to go to break in a minute. So
We can do it on the other side if you think you need more time.
Not really. I
Okay.
mean, we can knock it out real quick. So this happened to my grandma too. So what happens is this, man. They'll call you from the jail. They'll say that your child is in jail. They need your money and they need it quick. They about to go to prison. And what they'll tell you to do is send money to a certain place. In this case, they asked this lady to send $405 through Zelle so her daughter can be released. Now, you never send money ever to a bondsman in a Zelle payment, okay? In that moment, you're thinking it's a scam because you're thinking, how did my child get out? How do I get my child out? So you're not thinking rationally because you're scared and your emotions are high. So of course you just send the money. The next day that she calls the jail and they tell her straight up, you've been scammed. She still had to go pay the jail in person to get her daughter out.
Because the caller gave a badge number, gave the daughter's name, gave a jail ID number, mentioned a court clerk's name. Like they had info.
Everything in there, man. And they made this lady actually go pay. Her daughter had to sit in jail. That she thought she bailed her out. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, bruh. That's messed up, man.
Wow. That means somebody's literally looking at these jail logs and trying to get to the people before they can actually get their loved one out of jail.
Selling information.
Boy, that's crazy. Happening in DeKalb County, y'all. Y'all got to be aware. But that is going to do it for this half hour. We have so much more news coming at you after the break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you're supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta, everybody. Hopping back into these news stories, and this one is honestly very disturbing. An ex-ICU nurse just admitted to trafficking a 16-year-old in Metro Atlanta, according to police.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch on this topic because I hate these type of people. But I mean, for the people y'all need to know,
You should know. Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
A former North Georgia ICU nurse is headed to prison for the next decade. Thank God, after a disturbing case of child sex trafficking. 26-year-old Reed Cohen, Skelton, I can't even say his last name, Skeleton. It's
Skelton?
Skelton. That looks like skeleton, but Skelton.
It does.
Of Hart County pleaded guilty this week to multiple charges, including trafficking for sexual servitude and child exploitation. Attorney General Chris Carr says this case started where so many do now, online. Once again, please keep y'all children off of these social media apps.
Wow.
All right. Skelton spent months grooming a 16-year-old girl on Snapchat before finally picking her up in Cobb County and taking her to a Fulton County hotel back in November 2024. Once there, investigators say he paid the girl $500 for sex and even recorded the abuse.
Oh, my God.
You're a scumbag, bro. And we hate people like you, dog. I hope when you get that decade, I hope 10 years, I hope all 10 are horrible.
It's unfortunate because when you're that age, $500 is a lot of money.
It's a ton.
So when you think you just met somebody, you don't know that this is like disgusting. I mean, you're just young and dumb and just talking to somebody who says, oh, I'll get $500. Boy.
And here's the thing. He took a plea. So as a part of his plea, Skelton has surrendered his nursing license and is now a registered sex offender. I don't think they should allow people like this to take a plea deal. I think you should be automatically given a sentence that is the most craziest, outlandish, wildish. It should be triple digit numbers of a sentence that you get. Because what do you mean I get to take a plea deal and only do 10 years?
Right.
Life.
Well, life is only 25. Yeah, life is only 25. That's why when you hear people say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you life plus," you only can do as a lot of people don't think you're gonna make it past 25 years. You know what I mean? So that's why when you see a 19-year-old getting life plus X, Y, and Z is because at 25 years for a 19-year-old, you'll still be like 40. So, yeah.
I thought life in that sense meant like if you were 50 and you got 25 years, that would be life. But if you were 19, it wouldn't be considered life. It'd be 25 years. I don't know. I never knew that.
Yeah, life is only 25 years.
I'm looking at it. It says a life sentence is not always 25 years, but in many jurisdictions, particularly in the U.S., a sentence of 25 to life means the inmate is eligible for parole consideration after 25 years, not necessarily released.
I see. So life plus means you got that 25 plus to make sure you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, so he's got 10 years behind bars and 15 years of strict probation to follow. So,
so what is probation going to do to somebody who's willing to do this?
Mr. Reed Cohen, you suck, bro.
Crazy.
You suck, man. You've put this girl through a traumatic, when I say a traumatic life, thing that she has to go through, bro. She's only 16. She's gonna have to go through this forever. forever.
And this is the scary thing. Like, imagine being a parent and having your kids raised in the world, knowing that like these type of people are on the same platforms as your kid.
Flat out.
I've heard people like being on certain games. I'm not gonna say their names.
Oh,
but,
Roblox.
well, there it is, right there, flat out on Roblox, playing like they're kids. And then meeting up with little children. Like that stuff is crazy to me.
The Attorney General, Chris Carr, flat out said, yes, Roblox and Snapchat are like big places adults will go and try to find these kids. It's crazy.
Because they know they're on there. That's the thing. A lot of these adults know that one, Snapchat is like a huge thing. I think anybody over the age of 25, if you have Snapchat, you should delete it. Like, if you still have Snapchat over the age of 25, delete the Snapchat.
You can do so many.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I haven't had Snapchat in I don't know how long. Would never use it again. And also Roblox. Like, I have played Roblox before, like just with my little cousins and stuff, like just to know like what it is that they're on. And bruh, I have been, and I can attest to this, I have been in lobbies to where grown men, and it's kind of weird for me saying this because I was in the lobby too, but it's like grown men were in there like chit-chatting with children. I wasn't talking to anybody.
Yeah.
But they're in there like really chit-chatting with kids, bruh, in these lobbies. Hey, what are you up to? Oh, follow me to this, or hey, help me build this, or it's like, hey, bro, you grown. It's all get out. And you talking to this crazy, bruh. Yeah, man. I hope you spend all 10 years of them getting your deep.
Is there any world where you would be a grown man listening to children around you in these rooms and be like, might be a little weird to ask these kids would help me build something? Like, there's no world where that's like normal.
Never.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, as soon as if I were in a Roblox game, because I don't know if there's a draw to it for adults for real, but maybe there is. But like, as soon as I heard children, I'd be like, oh, this is not.
It is fun.
The room. Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're fun.
There is a draw to it. I can't lie.
Oh, wow, guys.
There is a draw to it. I hate to say it, but so world creating in Roblox, anybody can do apparently. Anyone with the Roblox account can create a world in Roblox for free using the Roblox Studio software. This is where kids go to play in certain worlds. They go to different worlds in there. Some Roblox world creators are earning millions, with top developers are averaging $33.9 million annually. Oh my God.
$33.9 million annually?
$33.9 million.
A good world?
Nah, just
you're creating a world that people can play in Roblox, and anybody can do this.
Yeah, anybody can create worlds in Roblox.
So it incentivizes adults for being and kids.
It incentivizes smart adults to like, hey, I'm about to make a financial decision to make some money off of this app. Not an adult to go, hey, I'm going on this app so I can find a kid to touch.
No, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
But that's the draw, though. It says over 100 creators earning more than $1 million in 2025 alone.
That's what I was saying. So, like, I thought Roblox was literally a game for kids. No. These pervy adults were going on there and then finding them to, like, harm in some way.
No.
I didn't know it was, like, a thing for adults and kids.
It started out as a thing for kids, though. But like adults, I think everybody just started drawing to it through like social media, people posting it on YouTube and making millions off of YouTube. Now it became a whole entire thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like Fortnite was specifically for kids.
Right.
And it blew up and everybody's able to play it.
Yeah. I don't think people I don't know. I don't think people are on Fortnite like trying to, I don't know, man. All I say that to say this, bro. Y'all have to monitor what goes on in y'all's kids' phones, man. Have to monitor it. If you give your kid a phone at 10, 11, there is no passcode to that phone. There is no face ID to that phone. There is no, hey, I'm going to have my phone up under the covers at 11 p.m. at night.
There's who you talking to?
None of that. The phone get took 7:30. 7:30, we shutting phone service down. All right? It's going down at the house. Ain't nobody talking on the phone. Me and your daddy, man, me and your mama put their phone up too. The phone is done.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, y'all need to monitor. I don't think this would have happened if their phone was monitored. And I think it goes all the way up to 16. Tell you get 18 and not my house, your phone, if I'm paying for it, and I say this, my mama still pay for my phone, so you know, I pay her the bill, but she still, you know what I mean? I'm gonna still on her
Family
plan.
account,
I'm gonna still on her plan.
save a couple
But
dollars.
here's the thing. If I'm paying for your phone bill, your phone is mine. There is no code. There is no Face ID. When you get home, I need to sit. All right, what was you doing? Was you actually working today, or was you on your phone texting? And, okay, well, you don't get your phone tomorrow for school. Thank you.
Well, in other news, speaking of these teens being out of control, there's a teen here in Atlanta accused of shooting a family member's boyfriend.
Yeah, so Atlanta police responded to a reported shooting at 267 Payden Place Southwest around 6:15 p.m. When officers arrived, they located a man suffering from a gunshot wound. Now, what actually happened? Investigators say the victim had come to the home demanding to speak to his girlfriend. She reportedly did not want to engage with him. She was like, nope, I do not want to see you. And after being asked multiple times, after the victim was asked multiple times to leave the area, the situation escalated, and police say a family member of the girlfriend shot the victim. The person that did shoot the victim was Kez Crenshaw, a family member, 17 years old at the time. He was 17. He's currently 17 years old. This is kind of interesting because it's like, you know, he was trying to protect, who knows what he was trying to do, but maybe he was trying to protect his family member from the boyfriend at the time. That kind of like threw me off. And it was also it wasn't Valentine's Day, but you know, this was Valentine's Day weekend that this occurred.
Saturday? Saturday was Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So Valentine's Day, bro was just trying to see his girl. Who knows what actually happened? Why she wasn't trying to engage with him. But this was like kind of weird when I heard it.
I mean, I don't know, because like you said, if you come to the house demanding to speak with somebody and she says, hey, I don't want to talk to you, like, get out of here, you don't know what he did to her. Literally under the sun. You have no clue what he did to her. So maybe the family member was thinking, like, let me protect you. But at the same time, bro, with a gun, you can't, you at least, y'all got to go outside and fight if it's all that. Don't bring a gun. Y'all just keep bringing guns into stuff. That's crazy.
But y'all was also like getting on me the other day because I was saying that I was just going to let them do their thing if a woman doesn't want to be around me. But maybe he came there trying to talk to his girl with a boombox, you know? Maybe the bro was trying to save his woman. And y'all, this is what happens when you chase after women, fellas. You got to chill sometimes.
Right.
That's
all I'm saying.
That's not the same thing.
I don't think this is what this is.
There's a difference between victim came to the house with a boombox, crying, sniffling, on his knees, pleading to speak. This says victim came to the house demanding. First of all, you ain't demanding nothing while I got brothers here. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Who like, so I don't know. If I don't want to talk to you, now shooting him though is crazy.
Yeah. Now, well, yeah, and especially because he was 17 years old, he shouldn't even have had a gun in his possession. So Crenshaw is charged with aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, possession of a firearm by a person under the age of 18, and he's currently booked in Fulton County Jail without incident.
Fulton County.
Man,
Fulton County.
Listen. I got sisters. You got sisters.
Amen.
You got a brother.
I do.
Let me tell y'all something. If any man, dude, boy, whatever, come to the crib yelling at my sister, trying to I don't know what. I'm very protective of my sister, so I don't think there's nothing wrong with this.
Shooting him?
Hey, brother. Hey. Listen,
But,
I'm gonna tell you. No.
But hearing the incident is kind of sketchy because again, it was on Valentine's Day, y'all. He was probably just trying. Maybe he messed up before it. He was coming with. Maybe he came with a box of chocolates. Maybe he was really wanting to talk to shawty.
Here's the thing, man. This is not the first time this has probably have happened. You know what I mean? Like, this seems like a very toxic, domesticated. I can't say that it is or not, but it seems this way. That's just off the information that I'm giving. It seems this way. So with that being said, this is probably not this girl's first time telling her brothers that this man has done this to her. You dig what I'm saying? So
we don't know if this was the brother or not.
Whoever,
the guy that shot him. Yeah.
Whoever shot the Kez Crenshaw. This wasn't the first time that this girl was telling this person that, hey, this has been going on with me and this person right here. So in order for you to protect your family, you protect your family at all costs. In my opinion, you protect them at all costs, regardless of age, race, gender, whatever the case may be. You protect them at all costs. If it's my little sister, hey, bro, I'm going to war. That's just facts. You dig what I'm saying? So I would never say that, oh, this is to shoot him is like so absurd. No, if that's what if that's what I got to take it to let you know, like, hey, bruh, you messing with my family. I don't know you from a can of paint. I really don't even like you being with her for real.
But you wouldn't want to like fight him first?
Oh.
Look at his picture.
What he look like?
Does it look like he got into any kind of a scuffle?
No, he didn't look like he got into a scuffle.
Before I shoot you, why does that get to be plan A?
Here's the thing. We also don't know what this person that shot him looked like. So this person could have been smaller. This person could have been this. This person could have been a woman. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
It said the boyfriend.
It is a boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing though. It's like, it's not an ex. It's not somebody that at least from the reports that I was seeing, it said boyfriend.
Well, but they also refused to leave according to these reports.
Fair.
So that person refuses to leave and you're trespassing. You know how, I don't know. The person still got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless, he's got arrested. Like you said, his charges, first of all, you shouldn't have had a gun under 18. So that's, a charge itself. But if he had any kind of a defense case, that could play out. Like if he felt like they were threatened or the sister was threatened or something like that, he's probably not beating that under 18 charge.
Yeah.
But we don't know what happened.
If she doesn't want to see you, bro, walk away. Just saying.
It's also facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Also
but y'all was
facts.
beating me up earlier.
No, different scenario.
Totally
different
you didn't go
scenario.
out there with the boom box.
Totally a different scenario.
Walk away. Stuff like this doesn't have to happen.
No. This situation is, I came to your house, I'm telling you to leave, and I'm refusing to leave. That's one thing. The other scenarios was somebody who showed up to the club, physically saw their ex-girlfriend talking to somebody about something he don't know what they're talking about, and just shoots up the car.
In that instance, he should have walked away too. He just should have walked away too.
Anywho,
I don't know.
Walk away, man. Walk away. You save yourself a lot.
Easier said than done.
Well, in other news, some of these lawmakers here in Georgia are trying to stop ICE detention centers from coming to the city limits here.
Yeah, so Georgia lawmakers are pushing to prevent your taxpayer dollars from supporting ICE facilities being built. Yeah. We reported on it not too long ago saying how they acquired a facility, ICE, DHS, acquired a facility out in Social Circle not too long ago. So some lawmakers are pushing back. Like, for example, Georgia State Senator Jaha Howard, he plans to introduce legislation prohibiting the use of state-controlled funds to establish or support ICE detention facilities. So when you hear that, basically what he's trying to push in this bill that he said that he was going to propose is your taxpayer dollars, your government, your Georgia grants that your local government could give to DHS. He's saying that he's not going to allow that to happen with this bill. South Fulton, the push comes amid multiple different reports, like I said, of the facilities being there. So, for example, let me break it down. Like, if they wanted to, let's say they acquired the facility and they said the sewage here sucks. We want a grant to make expand the sewage system or something like that. He's saying with this bill, he's going to stop that from happening. You're not going to be able to get the money from the government. That doesn't mean that the facility still can't do that. This isn't necessarily stopping them from still expanding or even building the facilities there. It's just there to stop your taxpayer dollars, your local taxpayer dollars from doing so.
Okay, so...
What are you looking
It was confusing too, though, because it was, when I heard it and I was actually going back and forth with it, I was like, this almost sounds like a political stunt. Like you're just saying that, oh, I'm stopping ICE from getting money from the local citizens, but technically speaking, they don't get that from local governments. They get that from a federal government.
So that's what this is saying. This proposed bill is saying, look, we're not going to put, like you said, your taxpayer dollars as it relates to what you're giving here in Georgia towards this stuff. There's still potentially private investment money that's going to build this stuff. There's still potentially federal money that's still going to build this stuff. They're just saying, as far as your local dollars, we're not going to put it towards this stuff if this bill were to pass.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Anywho, I think that's interesting. They also said that they're not going to be collaborating with ICE in raids or sweeps. You know, I mean, some people want this ICE thing to happen in the city. Some people do not. They're just making a stand here, it seems like.
How would they collaborate with ICE in the sweeps? What, local police departments and stuff like that? Or, that's when you say collaborate with ICE and sweeps, what does that even look like?
Like they would be helping out, like, when they was had those little raids when they was like going to people's neighborhoods.
No, for sure.
And picking them up. They're saying they wouldn't want Georgia police to be doing that.
No, I got you. But she said that they would be collabing, and I just my question was how, like, who is going to be collaborating? They're taking Atlanta police officers. Oh, not collaborating.
Yeah, the bill is so they would not be collaborating. No, in ICE raids or any of these sweeps. So that's kind of what the problem sort of ish was in Minnesota. They didn't have any real collaboration with the local police departments. But I think there's a difference between saying, like, you guys are going to come with us to physically do a raid or physically do a sweep, and hey, our ICE officers are under attack. We're calling the police because we need the police's help. I think that's what was not happening in Minnesota at one point. So this, the way I see it, and we'll have to see, what ends up in this resolution or whatever they end up actually passing. What does that mean? Yeah. Because I mean, you can't force somebody to like do ICE work that's not in ICE. So,
flat out.
I think that's just them saying, like, by the way, we ain't doing it. So yeah. Anyway, in other news, here in Metro Atlanta, we got some Morehouse colleges. Boy, we have been giving a lot of HBCU stories to the people since we started. And right now, this has to do with Morehouse College and the controversy over Joseph Smith's portrait during Founders Week.
Now, for everybody who doesn't know who Joseph Smith is the creator of the Latter-day Saints of Mormon, or Mormon of Latter-day Saints, one of the two. But anyway, it's the Church of Mormon. That's who Joseph Smith is.
Okay.
Now, why is his portrait up in a...
Morehouse?
Makes no sense. So, during Founders Week, the chapel unveiled a portrait of Joseph Smith Jr. in the Hall of Honor, a space that celebrates leaders tied to civil and human rights. All right, we're talking about a room that includes Rosa Parks, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Maynard Jackson, big people. And here you have Joseph Smith Jr. All right? Now, here's the thing. Joseph Smith has been documented, and this is on record, of racist statements and tolerated slavery, even if he later supported gradual emancipation. So the question becomes, how does this align with Dr. King and the mission of Morehouse? Like, who okayed this? All right, so this is what things things escalate. So things escalated. Students publicly criticized the decision during a major contest and was later disqualified. All right, administrators say it was rule related. The student says it felt retaliatory. Now the conversation has shifted from one portrait to a larger issue about voice and governance. All right, now I don't fully understand why this had to. What projected? Why? Well, I have so many questions. Go ahead.
Hold on. Who is King? You said
Dr. King.
Like Dr. Martin Luther King?
Yeah, this is the This is the legacy.
No. Okay, hold on. It said like King says the actions were retaliatory. Who is saying what is retaliatory and who is disqualified from the contest.
No. The legacy of Dr. King. That's just the mission of where the chapel is.
There's
Yeah,
a
the
junior,
there's a-
Junior Demarion King criticized that portrait publicly during the contest, asking how a racist, unethical message. Okay, so that's the King who is disqualified from the contest.
Yeah. Dr. King is the chapel. Yes, Dr. King is that's their chapel. Yeah.
I see what's coming in. So somebody criticized the portrait publicly, and then they got disqualified from that contest.
Which they should have criticized this portrait. Like, what in the world? Why was this even a thing at Morehouse? You know Morehouse is an HBCU,
Boy,
right?
That's comedy.
Crazy.
Imagine
Whole
their
white
faces
man.
when they
Whole white man.
Which it's not a bad thing. I mean, I love white people.
Yeah,
you
for sure.
love white people. You know what I mean? We all love white people. Just saying your fiance is
Crazy.
It's not about the whiteness.
That's crazy.
Hey, that is hilarious, bro. I love white people. You love white people.
Your fiance's white. It's great.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I'm saying it's not with a racist heart that one says this. It's just really funny that that's the photo that went up at Morehouse. Of all, I mean, because it's so, can you pull it up? It's not even like a cool, like white dude. It's like, okay. You might have had
Joseph Smith.
Let me look up to see. Yeah.
Joseph
Slaves.
Smith. Did Joseph Smith have slave? I don't know if Joseph
That's
Smith
what I'm about to look it up.
But I know that he definitely has said a lot of racist mark in the Latter-day Saints of Church or Mormons of Latter-day Saints.
Tolerated slavery among church members.
Yeah, that's what.
You're going to have somebody, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
You're going to have somebody who tolerated slavery up at Morehouse College. Looking like,
HBC.
what's up?
Full-blown HBCU.
That's freaking comedy
Well-
that you guys thought nobody was going to say anything about that.
Morehouse is a private college in general.
Yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
like maybe they got this is me speculating. Was it a donor? Like,
So they didn't really say too much about where this fully came from, but
they had to have gotten paid.
that's what
for
that's what I'm thinking. That's
They
what
had
I'm.
to have gotten
that's
paid
what
for that,
that's what I'm
dog.
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
There is no way.
That's
There
what
is
I'm
just
thinking.
no way.
I'm thinking it was a donor, but yeah. So yeah.
Oh man, we are almost out of time. That is funny. It's not funny, but I hope they work all that out.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Let's see here. Before we go, let's tell you about how Cobb County is trying to let y'all just do a little drive-through court payment service.
Yeah. So Cobb County just did something that I think that everybody should do. Starting February 23rd, you can pull up to 122 Waddle Street in Marietta and handle certain court payments without even getting out of your car. Traffic tickets, school bus cameras violations, probation fees, and restitution. If you need to see a judge, you don't need to park. And let's be honest, this didn't happen by accident. Cobb installed 150 school bus cameras all over the place, so citations went up. Everybody was getting tickets. And yeah, you just bring your citation number, your ID, your card, and you're in and out between 7:30 and 3 on weekdays. No hunting for parking, no sitting in crowded courtrooms, just, slide through, pay your ticket, and move.
They needed y'all to pay. This is like dang near a money grab. We don't have no time to talk about this, but
1000%.
we put more cameras, so now we're catching more of y'all. So now we want to give you an easier way to pay. Bro.
Slide through, pay.
Man. All right, that's fine. Whatever. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready, the legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.